Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I take off my hard gel. This gel that I'm actually using now is a builder gel, but I'm going to take it off in the same way that I would a hard gel. So I'm going to take it off the file method and not soak off. So I'm going to start by removing this little bow, which comes off very clean and easy. So I'll probably put it in my little used pile of stuff to create some stuff on my practice hands later. So I'm just going to take off the Access Poly Gel here. So when I go to file, that just makes it a little bit easier for me. And then guys, I'm going to keep this section of it, I think, in just real time. Yeah, and then I think I will speed up a little bit of the ends. So I do clip off the little bit of length that these nails have. Guys, and you want to clip off just before you see your natural nail growing out. You don't want to get too close to that because you don't want that to go in and crack your natural nail. So guys, here I just grabbed one of my little baskets. I like to make sure that I put all of my tools and implements and everything that I have used in that, so that way they get cleaned before they go back. I do it no differently than I do on a client. You want to make sure you clean your tools even when you use them on yourself. Unless it's like your own personal file, then you know what I mean, then that's your business. So here I have, this is a brand new Wilson bit that I got in one of my hauls, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, Wilson I think just gained a client for like the rest of my life. I love this bit, it's amazing. This is a large barrel medium grit. So what I'm doing here guys, I'm just going in and seasoning the bit. You want to season your bits as well, just like you season your sanding, your file or your sanding band. It just takes off any sharp little edges so you don't nick yourself. It is really important and it will save you a couple stings down the road. So I'm just gonna go in. I think I just start this at around 5, 6. I guess it'd be 1000 RPMs. I think that's the way that goes. Yeah, I don't know, most of them just say 6, 5, whatever, so you guys know what I'm talking about there. So this drill bit, I find it's so smooth, it works great. So I'm just gonna go in and take off basically all of this nail. I'm gonna file it completely down just using this one sanding bit, and yeah, here we go. And guys, I do want to say, I know I kind of use the sanding band a little dip. I think the proper way to go is from top to bottom in length, and that way you won't get that roundabout kind of thing that can happen with them. I do have a few roundabouts in here, it does happen. I do find, I try my best to go up down, but when I'm doing it on myself, I find it's completely different the way you have to position our hand and stuff, so I find it's kind of a little uncomfortable for me to do like that. So to be honest, I just do what is comfortable for me, also making sure as I'm doing it that I'm not damaging my nail or anything. So yeah, that's just kind of how I do it, guys. For myself, at least when I'm using it for myself. When I use it on a client, I definitely try to do the up down motion, that I can maneuver their hand the way that I need to. With myself, it's a little uncomfortable, so even if you notice I kind of flip my hand up and then go from the bottom down, do be careful when you're doing that. You don't want to slip and then hit your cuticle area, so you just have to be a little bit more mindful if you choose to go the route that I'm doing this second. Yeah, you just want to stop a little bit of ahead. Alright guys. Sorry guys, I was out of frame there. I actually use the buffing block as kind of a guide for me to stay in like my camera zone. But I also do use that often to prop my hand and my finger on as I file sometimes. So that's just kind of my go-to little thing. Here guys, as I'm getting closer to my natural nail, you're going to see color difference. You're going to see more of that cleary kind of pinkish tone that's not the same color as the gel that I used. So here is where now you're going to want to kind of pay more attention to how far you're going. You kind of want to have a very thin layer left on your nail, which either you can leave for protection, or if you find that it will crack and pull up, there is a piece of this video where you will see a bit of that. Just use your hand file in there. You really don't want to take absolutely everything off with this file, with the e-file, because you risk damaging your natural nail, right? Because you just don't know how far you're gonna go until you feel pain. So it's better just to go in, leave a slight little layer, and then you will kind of feel the difference on your nail when you go in with your hand file. So until you really know and you're familiar with it, I recommend just leaving a slight layer on, guys. Guys, I'm just trying to show you that there is a thin layer still on there, so I'm going to use my bit and go over it a little bit more, cautiously of course, because like I said, you don't want to really touch your natural nail with this bit. So just a smidge. I can see in the corner there that there is still some, but I'm just going over very slightly. And guys, I just want to note, it is really important that you keep your drill straight. You don't want to tilt your drill either up or down, because you will get those like rivets in your nail. It will dig in at certain areas because it's not level. So it is important when using this band to keep it straight. That way you get even strokes and you're not going to get those like those divots. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Those little like divots in your nails, so you won't get the rings. So like I said, it's important to practice, even on our practice hands and stuff, guys, on yourself as well, but be cautious. We don't want to do any damage to our natural nail, because I feel that there is a very large misconception that hard gel is way worse. It's so bad for your nail. I don't know why people think that. Maybe because it is a file off product, but I know a lot of people that are so hesitant to go to gel, hard gel, because they're like, no, acrylic's better, it's easier on your nail. Guys, it's really not any different, to be honest. It's just the process of how you got to remove it, and as long as you know what you're doing and how to remove it, then it won't do any damage to your natural nail. It's just like they say, don't pull off your whole nail, right? Like, you know how we pry off we have extensions, we pry them off. That's going to do damage. It doesn't matter if that's acrylic or gel. So it's all about how you remove the product. If you remove it safely, it won't do any damage to your nail, and it is no different than acrylic. They do have different strengths and weaknesses to the products. Don't get me wrong, they are different, but it's not going to damage your nail. So I do want to get that out there, because I feel that a lot of people think, oh my god, no, hard gel? No, it's gonna ruin my nails. For a lot of the acrylic lovers, I hear that often. Guys, it won't as long as you do it properly. This is why we have professionals to do our nails. So they do get on proper, right? So, alright guys. So guys, I just want to show you how my nail looks. I will go in and clean it up a little bit after, but that is fully removed. Like I said, there's really nothing left on my nail. My nail does not look damaged. I will go back in, like I said, when I take the rest of these off, and any little extras I will just use my hand file, clean around my cuticle, so on and so forth. So here I'm just going to kind of zip through and do all these nails. Guys, I'm so sorry, I did forget to put my recording device, which I was using my phone today, on airplane mode, and I don't know what happened. I called or something and it stopped my recording. So I didn't really look up. I was just kind of focused on my hands, and it's snowing everywhere with all this lovely gel. Guys, make sure you guys wear a mask even with your dust collectors. This stuff is pretty fine. We don't want to be breathing this in and inhaling it, so it is important to try your best to keep yourself protected. Sometimes we think with the dust collectors we don't really need a mask, but guys, it does make a difference. So yeah, just try to protect yourself and, you know, be safe. So here, as you're gonna notice in a shake of a lamb, my phone's gonna cut out and it's gonna be a lot more nails done. So like I said, guys, I do apologize for that. Okay guys, I do want to show you this quickly. I hauled this in one of the hauls. If you look at it, this is the Do-In drill bit. It is for drilling little holes in the nail tip. You only use it on the extended part of the nail, please. Don't put it around your cuticle. It's for the pointed back rhinestones that we get. And when I hauled this, I thought that this was the cuticle one, and it wasn't. And I think that's why, even if you guys do go back and look at that video, I was kind of looking at it a little weird. I was like, this is odd. So my bad, guys. I did put in the description, that's not what it's for. So that is how you clean it. I just use some of the sticky tack and put it in there, and it does clean it quite well. I did have an amazing viewer that watches my channel. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Come in and even say like, girl, that's not for this, you know what I mean? Please don't hurt yourself. So I do appreciate that. But guys, before I use my products, I do go in and research and make sure. So I was already in the process of looking into this bit because it looked odd to me. So always, guys, if you're unsure of something, take that time, do that little bit of research to make sure that you know what you're using, the products that you're using, the tools that we're using. So it is really important. If you have any doubt of something that looks off, do research before you use it. It's really, really important, guys. We don't want to be out here hurting ourselves or hurting anybody else. So I just wanted to put that in there, guys. So all that being said and done, so now I'm just going to go in and push back my cuticles, open up my sidewalls. I do like to go in with a cuticle pusher and just kind of like push around the sidewalls too, just to get any of that skin and loosen it up. So then I will go in with my little ball bit to go in and clean around my cuticles. And here, guys, like I said, if you notice that there's a little extra product, all you gotta do is just go in with your hand file and give it a quick little buff. The file that I'm using is a 180. This is my personal file, so that's just in my little drawer. I do use the files with the sticky backs and the metal base. I find them very easy just to dispose of, but I do have all my other ones sanitized and in bags. So these are my nails all said and done. I do like to go in with a metal file. I did purchase quite a few of, not the ones that I have, this one here. Some of the little ones. I do like it. I feel like they just get right in there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do like to go in after these. And then if you notice any little lips, like this little piece of nail skin thing, I'm just going to go in, cut it up, clean up all my edges. I do feel very naked now, my one hand. And it's crazy. I feel like everything wants to stick to you now. All that being said, I just want to go in and then clean up everything, go get a little cuticle oil. And guys, if you see, my hands don't look damaged. Like, I feel like my nails don't look damaged. That's just my opinion. And I use hard gel products. And I removed this soak off gel as I would a hard gel. So it is no different. It's going to do the same thing. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Alright guys, have a great day. Bye!